What's up, you lip dick fucks? I'm Royce.
Oh, that's Jonathan.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
And we're on episode 12, but it's week 15 playoff edition this week. We took like a 2-week hiatus. I think the last episode was the one I took 10 shots in, so I needed some recovery time. But yeah, we're back. I know we've never done the podcast during playoff season yet, but I feel like it's the best time to talk your shit and stuff, so why not do an episode during this time? So we'll get it going. I'll start us off with a couple of quick questions. So first question for both of you is, what have you learned this season in terms of just like what other league members, fantasy football, about yourself, anything? Who wants to go
I
first?
think I've learned that just get your guy. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it's a fucking lottery. All these trades that I called rape, at the end of the day, they usually turned out to be a wash. Or like some random shit would happen. So just get your guy.
I would say probably just to like even like Timmy learned it this season, like just to like spend your fab. Like there's so many people like with like a ton of fab left over, and it's just like I don't know. I think everyone's so afraid of like overpaying and getting roasted for overpaying, but then it's like then everyone has like $80 left.
Y'all just hoarding wealth, dude. This is the greed they talked about in the Bible, bro.
Bro, the shade part is that you can't like I spent a lot at the beginning of the season, right? And those players, they panned out well, but not till like super late till I dropped them. Or something.
Yeah. So.
And it sucks dropping them when you spend so much.
Yeah, exactly. Or like you hold them a week too long because you just gotta prove it that like they were worth it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like same thing. I think I kind of learned that like we always make fun of someone's draft, and yeah, it's like for the content and stuff. But I just remember us shitting on Ryan's draft. And his team just popped off, or we were shitting on some of Topher's draft picks. He did a lot better this year than the year before, but like his team's fucking a monster. So honestly, we don't know what we're talking about. That's why you got 2 people in the toilet right now. My next question is, do you guys think this was a weird season just for football and fantasy football?
I think for real life football for sure, because I mean Chiefs aren't gonna probably make the playoffs. They kind of stink. Ravens kind of stink. It's like all these teams that like were supposed to be good, and like I think like divisions that were supposed to be bad are ended. Like the Colts, Jaguars, and Texans all having like 8 wins.
Yeah.
And then like the Seahawks, Rams, and I mean they were supposed to be good, but like even like the 49ers have 8 wins. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think like also a lot of receivers who are expected to do like super good this year or break out, they did not, perform as other years.
Yeah, I think for football, obviously it's weird because like no one predicted a season like this. I think it's a weird season for fantasy football just because like usually there's like 1 or 2 players where they have that whole like, oh, he's injured but he'll come back, and then they never come back, like a CMC season. But there were like 6 of those this season where it's just like, oh, he's on IR as a precaution and then fucking doesn't play for the rest of the season or some shit. So I think like it's just a lot more like, I don't know if it's load management or just coaches just sitting out their players, but I feel like a lot of like potential was on the IR for like injuries that didn't seem that crazy. So yeah. Moving on, we have our shot bet payouts this week. We have Vin and Yi, the Vin brothers, sending us a shot bet video. So they're good for the baby's gender, James and Vanny's baby's gender. The people still owing shots right now. Towards the end of the season, we got Ryan with 8 shots. 1 shot principal, 7 shots interest.
Bro, come on, just take the
shots. And then we got Jonathan.
That's rich.
That's crazy. That's so rich. And then we have Jonathan approaching Ryan territory as well. He has 1 shot on principal, 5 shots interest. He says he assured me that he's gonna let it stack and then drink it all at the end of the season for the final podcast episode. So we got that to look forward to. I'm gonna need the league to be more accountable to this, but Ryan's acting like he ain't taking these shots, so there needs to be consequences. I'm gonna leave that to the commissioner and the rest of the league, but I think Ryan should not get away scot-free. Yeah, so with that, we're gonna start with our first video. We got Ni's video. All right, let's see this POV. All right, starting now. He's still in his work clothes.
He looks so depressed.
Oh, he immediately went for the pour. He's like staring us down, dude.
It kind of looks natural too.
Yeah.
He just took it and he's like, all right, back to work.
Yeah, he's still in his work outfit. He didn't change out of that. The way he took those shots looks so depressing. All right, next one.
I think is. Oh, I thought it was my
Okay. I think they drink the same bottle, bro.
It looks like Vin went first then.
Yeah,
It's so filled.
Oh.
Shotgun.
Wait, why didn't you
That's
just
too
pour
a
it?
bigger shotgun. Like,
I respect it.
Yeah.
oh.
Oh, got the chase.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
what I thought was fun with you.
Oh, the little gag. He did a
No,
little
'cause,
gag.
like Vin is like going all the way,
Yeah.
and then you just like kind of like
Slowly.
he's like drinking it
Yeah.
like a beverage.
Yeah. All right, good shit, guys. Yeah, Ryan, take notes. Get your shots in.
You
too.
So funny.
He's like unintentionally funny. Just. All right, moving on to the waivers. You want to do the waivers?
Okay, waivers. Just a few ones. Ricky Pearsall going for 25. David. I think David's gonna play him. Then going Jaguars. I can't believe. Speaking of like Timmy, like 2 weeks ago, Timmy just got Jaguars for free and they scored 19 points, and it's such an obvious matchup against the Titans, I think, or something like
Bro,
that. I was
I
like,
didn't have the roster space.
no, but I can't believe no one else bid. Like no one else bid on the Jaguars that week. They were
Well,
such a good play.
No one was gonna play them last week, so you have to hold them, right?
Yeah.
No, it was the week that I think you picked them up the week you
No, I
played them
picked them
against
up.
me.
I played the Dolphins last week.
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
No, we played 2 weeks ago because I played my brother.
Yeah.
But last week I didn't have the roster space to keep him.
No, but last time you got it for free, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
Vin's
yeah.
paying 25.
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
You picked them up for free last time to play against me, and their
Yeah.
matchup last time was really good.
Yeah.
And they honestly, they're a good team anyway because their offense is whatever, but they like they have so many wins. Saints for 20. David. I don't even know who they play this week. Carolina, maybe something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
He picking up Isaiah Likely, who I think he just dropped for $13.
Yeah. You didn't need him.
Yeah. yeah, he did. Yeah. And then we're picking up Jerry Judy for 12. Vin second with 11.
Yeah.
What do I think about this? Yeah, just defense is going, and then I guess like wide receivers going. And all these guys probably are gonna be playing except for Isaiah Likely, but all of these guys I think are you gonna play Jerry Judy?
Probably. I mean, I have a bye this week. I'm just gonna see where it goes, but that flex spot for my roster is just open. So, Shadur.
He's looking nice with it.
Yeah.
Man. Like he's willing to throw the deep ball, so I think
Yeah.
Judy could pay off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the same thing. Whoever had leftover money is flexing it right now, just spending whatever they want. The disparity between the person who won the bid and second is pretty big. But yeah, I mean nothing too crazy. It's just a couple of defenses and lottery tickets. David, I'm gonna see Ricky Pearsall on the waiver next week. I just know it, dude. If he does, I'm gonna crash out if he does well, actually. But yeah, Timmy, what you think?
Nothing too much. I mean, people are just like trying to get players that can play this week, I guess, for defenses. Like you said, I want to wait and see how Judy does for 1 week before playing him, but I think he'll do good, or at least he'll have garbage time a little bit where they'll throw to him.
Yeah.
This is also the last week to pick up anyone for keepers.
Really? Oh, before playoffs, right?
Before you get eliminated.
Before you get eliminated.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why I got the 1 week bye, bro. Yeah, no. Michael, by the way, Michael picked up Scatabo and Malik Neighbors.
Right.
I was thinking about doing that. I didn't think anyone would do it this early, but Michael's freaking rubbing his hand. He's always
Which is
playing for
cool.
next year. Always playing for next year.
Which is crazy because he's probably gonna play next week still. Like, you still need the bench spot.
Yeah.
You're not gonna win this week.
All right, moving on to our trades. Couple trades while we were on our hiatus. First trade happened Thanksgiving week. Yeah, it was Chris getting Trey Benson and Browns defense. Michael getting David Montgomery and Ravens defense. Overall, I think this was kind of a wash. It moved the needle a little bit more for Michael, but I don't think he's been playing David Montgomery that much. And, Chris got Trey Benson, which in a vacuum for this, Michael, I still give it to Michael because he got a playable player. Chris got an IR player. But, with hindsight, like, Chris might have won this because he flipped it, redacting me. So, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm surprised Trey Benson got so much positive news, even though I think he only really played one game without Connor.
Yeah.
I mean, with Connor injured, I think he was sharing the load when Connor was playing, but he only had really one game with Connor out, and it was just I think it was a 10 or 12 point game. It wasn't even that good, but a lot of people were expecting him back. Even in just all leagues, Trey Benson was kind of hot, but I mean, David Montgomery is whatever too, but I guess technically McMo does win this trade because Montgomery back, and then of course Chris flipping Saquon for Trey Benson and Trey Henderson. I think this is bad karma for Chris because this is just a crime that he just pulled off, and I think if you pull off a crime, you just can't win. You just can't win the booty.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a good trade for Chris, but I think this bad karma for making the trade.
What do you think?
I thought the trade was straight rape.
Which one? The first one or the second one?
No, the first one.
The first one? Okay.
Trey Benson for Montgomery.
Yeah.
I feel like Montgomery, he's a mid-ass player. You're not even happy
Yeah.
starting him, really.
Yeah.
And Chris, I don't think he's planning to start him. So he's probably just looking for some upside in Benson, which I would have rather taken.
Yeah.
I mean, looking back now, it's not so good. But
Yeah.
That's what I thought at the time.
Yeah. And then our second trade, we had Chris getting Saquon Barkley and me getting Trey Benson and Travion Henderson. I'll let you guys give
Oh wait, I think I already spoke on this one.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought this was even more ridiculous trade. When I saw this, I was like, what? And then I saw on top of that, the hen dog had the bye week.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Chris really needed to win that week, and I was like, what the fuck is this trade?
trade. Yeah, they have a week 14 bye.
Yeah. So a couple things. I'll give you a magnifying glass into this trade. This is what happens when you vent about your players on the chat. Chris knew that I hated Saquon after all those mid-ass performances, right? And he offered Hen Dog for Saquon straight up. And I was like, nah, I want a little bit more, right? He's my RB1 technically. So I wanted Trey Benson for the upside because I was like, okay, he's gonna come back, right? It's they kept saying, oh, next week he'll start practicing or the week after and stuff. So I was a little hopeful for that. So I thought I got the points back in a sense, eventually for the playoffs. I didn't do my research for the bye weeks because I thought I was solid, and then I saw that Travion Henderson was gonna be on bye, and then that leaves me with just the two Chargers running backs because I was going to start Devin Singletary, who also had a week 14 bye. So that fucked me, and now I have a first week bye for the playoffs. But yeah, I didn't do my research there. But at the time, I'm not going to lie, I felt like I was getting, the value back. And then, today or yesterday, they were like, Trey Benson's out for the season. So I'm like, dude, I got fucked so hard. So, Chris... name your firstborn after me.
I can't believe how badly the Cardinals handled the Trey Benson thing. That's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's
why. I don't even know.
Dog shit. Yeah. All right. So our next thing, I had our kind of mini game we have for this episode is just a couple of questions regarding the draft. We're looking back now that we're in playoffs. We kind of have a better picture about who the best pick was, who the worst pick was. So my first question is, which player was the worst pick of the draft this year? I'll go first.
For me, I'm saying Marvin Harrison, bro. Like, seeing the past weeks, Michael Wilson just ball out. I'm like, why can't Marvin Harrison do that? Also, when he gets injured, like, I think he got concussed once, and usually, like, a lot of players will come back and play. Nah, this guy's gonna sit out, bro. Like, it's a huge bitch, bro.
And it's crazy that in the hospital for like the procedure he gets, like patients come in. Well, I mean, obviously the patients aren't football players and like get tackled, but like they come in and then they leave the next day, or they leave that day. Well, obviously they're not getting tackled, but like when he was out for like 2 weeks for that, I was genuinely surprised. I thought he could come back at least schedule out like on like a Monday, so that maybe you could come back like the next, like, maybe not the next Sunday, but the next Sunday. So I was surprised that he, is out for so long.
Yeah. Mine is Joe Mixon in the 7th round. I mean, we all picked our own picks, right? Yeah. Mine is Joe Mixon in the 7th round. Why the fuck did I do that, dude? He didn't even play a single down this year. I thought I was getting a steal in IR stash, but he's fucking dog shit. So, that was a total blunder by me.
For me, Matthew Golden. I was like looking at like who was a pick before. It's like actually pretty decent options like Javonte, Rasheed Rice, and Devonta Smith went right before him. It's all good picks, and then I went with Matthew Golden, who's just God. I think I watched too many fucking YouTube videos about like how he was supposed to change the Packers off.
Bro, I think he was fine though. Honestly, it's just Matt LaFleur. He doesn't want to like feed a receiver.
Yeah.
He spreads it out too much.
Yeah.
Our next question will be who's the best sleeper pick. I picked Cam Scatterbo, which my brother picked on the 7th, which he could have gotten the 8th because he picked back-to-back because he was 12th pick.
Yeah.
Kind of a rookie mistake.
Mistake there, but he traded him. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he traded him anyway,
traded
so
him
he can't even
anyways.
keep him.
He can't even keep him.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But
But for next time,
For next time,
Yeah.
the guy that has better keeper value, if you're going back to back, take him on the second one, not the first. No one's stealing him from you, dude. You're next. Timmy, who do you got?
I got Judkins by Jonathan in the 8th. I feel like Hughes had such good flex value for Jonathan like throughout the season.
Yeah.
When he needed like an RB fill, he was solid.
Yeah. It's just the waiting game in the beginning, right? Because at the time of the draft, he was dropping a lot because he had that case against him.
Yeah.
And he never signed his contract.
Yeah.
Him and the Browns never came to an agreement.
Yeah.
How many weeks did he sit out though?
I think only like 2 or 3.
Yeah. It was like right away,
The
too.
gamble like paid off pretty much
Yeah.
right away.
Yeah.
Only 1 week, actually.
1 week? That's
Week,
crazy.
only week 1.
Didn't do OTA or didn't do like training camp, nothing. Signed 1 week in and then went off. For me, it was Rico Dowdle by Yee in the 11th round. I know he picked that as a handcuff, and then it always feels good when the handcuff becomes the RB1 during the season. So I think that might have single-handedly saved Yee's season because he was having RB trouble, and then just when his running like Derrick Henry was injured, I think, or I forgot who was injured. Aaron Jones, there you go. And he plugged Dowdle in, and Dowdle went off, so.
Yeah, he popped off against me that week.
Yeah.
It was like his first week.
Yeah. It was like 30-pointer too, right, or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, yeah, so moving on to the next one, we have our kind of playoff preview recap. So in the booty, we have our top 2 with their buys is Topher and Ryan. No surprise there. But the last 4 spots was kind of a dogfight. Last week, we were doing all the calculations, seeing who needed to win what to get in. So we have Timmy versus me in that bottom of the bracket for the playoffs, and then we have Chris and James at the 3rd and 4th fighting there. Wait, no, is it 3rd and 4th? No, it's the other way around, right? No, I was right.
I think James is 3, so it's 3 versus 6, and then 4 versus 5.
Yeah, there you go, yeah. So we got that, and then over here in the toilet, where the real fantasy football is being played, we got the first week buys secured by me and David. We have Jonathan playing Nick, and then we have Vin playing Mike Mo. Anything here? Anything you want to get off your chest about this?
Hold up, just going back to the week before the playoffs last week when Topher was playing Jonathan.
Wait, yeah. We gotta air some shit out right here.
On Tuesday, I saw Topher pick no one up. I'm looking at his roster, like, he has an open tight end spot. He has Chubb on the bench, who I guarantee he's not playing.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, is this guy just win trade for Jonathan? Because I was, like, really scared about Jonathan's team winning that week. And, like,
if I
he would have, like, shook up a lot of the playoff things.
Yeah.
Where, like, it would have changed a lot of players, I feel like.
Yeah. And it's crazy. On the cruise, I could only. I don't know what was up with the Wi-Fi, but I could see messages, but I couldn't send any unless it was iMessage. And I also like got notifications from Sleeper, but then we couldn't do anything. So like, yeah. And then my brother just genuinely doesn't even care that much. I think because like
He was enjoying himself on the cruise.
once I got internet connection, I'm checking stats. I got like multiple fantasy football leagues, multiple fantasy basketball leagues, and so I'm immediately checking. My brother, once he got Wi-Fi, he didn't even bother. He didn't do anything. So I'm doing all this stuff. Like shit, I hope he doesn't notice me on Sleeper on my phone.
Yeah, here he secured the buys, chilling.
He had no incentive to really do anything.
Yeah, but he still pulled that off.
And he still won.
Yeah, that was so funny. I think you texted me on like a Thursday or something. You're like, "Hey, I can't message a messenger, but Topher has no internet. That's why his roster's like that." Yeah, but yeah, it was a pretty crazy last week of the regular season. I do want to mention that a lot of bad beats, fucking Nick getting under 50 points, Mike Mo getting 52, me getting 54 points, like, holy, what a way to end the season.
Nick just had a rough week. His bench was on bye.
Yeah. He knew it too, but
Yeah.
we were talking about it, but he was like, I'm just going to fade week 14. And I was like, you needed week 14, bro. All right. Yeah, so anything... You want to talk your shit right now about the bracket? Anything? Do you think you deserve a spot in the playoffs?
Honestly, my team I feel like was so bad this year, and I actually can't believe I scored as many points as I did. Over 1,500. That's kind of, I actually can't believe that. Like, I felt like my team was so bad this whole season. Like I was trying so hard to piece things together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I feel like I should, because I did lose. I think I lost 4 in a row a lot. So I felt like I was in the playoffs this whole season, but yeah, I'm not too. I don't feel like I deserve being in the playoffs, but I feel like I felt like I was supposed to make it.
Timmy, how you feeling with getting in the playoffs? I know you were talking your shit last week, like the king is getting his belt, all this shit.
Your streak is over. The streak is over.
Yes.
I paid my dues of the draft. I deserve it, man.
Yeah, that's right. You finally paid up, and now you're back in the playoffs.
But honestly, I'm kind of worried coming into playoffs. Like, I know I keep saying everyone has career games against me, but I was looking at it. I actually have the least points against.
Oh, really?
Really?
Yeah, or one of the lowest.
Yeah. Only 2 people have something in the 1300s.
Yeah, so even though I got unlucky on my losses, I also got lucky.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for me, no surprise here, I was kind of in the fight and then I was out. I feel like, honestly, a lot of these wins were very heavy. Like, I scraped away with some of these wins. There weren't any, games where I, had, most of my losses were, crazy bad losses. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Except for, maybe one. So, honestly, I'm surprised I got as many wins as I did, dude. I'm just happy to be here. So, my whole thing is I just got to win. I want to ruin someone else's season, hopefully all my pieces come together just for next week. And that's all I need, because I don't think I'm going to lose 2 straight. I'm going to say it right now. Yeah. So, pretty interesting playoff configuration we got here. I'm excited to see what happens this weekend. Moving on, just a quick recap of the last episode we had with the predictions. I got 2 out of 6. Both David and Chris got 5 out of 6, bringing the guess total to 69.4%. Jonathan's sitting at 66.7%, and I'm sitting at 54.5%. We're all over half, but just shows that the more you guess, still, I outguess everyone else by 30 guesses. So the more you guess, the lower it goes. So kind of.
Wait, Nick won last week?
No, this is week 12.
Oh, that's week. Oh, we're going all the way back to.
Yeah,
week
we're going
12.
all the way
I was
back
gonna
just
say-
for the
okay.
prediction, just to get it
Oh,
right.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
so end of the season, we'll see who's the better guesser. But right now, it's the guest. Moving on, we're gonna start with our week 15 playoff predictions. We're gonna start with the toilet, the premier matchup. All right, let's start with Jonathan versus Nick. Timmy, you wanna do that?
Hold on, let me look at their lineups real quick.
Yeah.
You want to start after Jonathan, and I'll go.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pick myself for everything, but I think Dak and May are probably the only two. The quarterback's the only position that me and Nick have locked down. Like we have players that we're confident in. Everything else, I think it's pretty shaky. Like running backs, he's got CMC, and I think Tyrone Tracy or something like that, or someone who's not that good. And then I have Genty and Kyron Williams. I'm gonna choose Genty and Kyron Williams, even though they've kind of been disappointing for me this season. Wide receivers is a complete shit show, as you guys will see.
It's so disgusting.
Nick's got Rashid Shaheed and John Mechie, who, yeah, the Jets who Tyrod Taylor scored negative points, I think.
Yeah.
On Nick's team last week, and then Mike Wilson and Brian Thomas. Hopefully Marvin Harrison's out again this week. I don't know if he is, but hopefully.
Yeah.
He is going against Houston anyway, so it might be tough. But I'm still going to choose Mike Wilson and Brian Thomas. Tight end, I'll choose Travis Kelce. I think he had a really bad game. I didn't even bother watching the Monday night game. I was so sad about my season being over. But yeah, he scored 1 point. But I'll still choose Travis Kelce, I guess. And then yeah, our teams are kind of sucky. I hope Nick scores 60 points again.
Yeah, I mean, for me, at quarterback, I think Drake May has the edge over Dak Prescott there. Running backs, I agree. Kyron and Genty over CMC and Tracy. But I will say CMC could easily outscore both of them if he has a really good game, but who knows, right? Wide receiver, it's the battle of the mids. Brian Thomas and Michael Wilson versus John Mechie and Rashid Shaheed. This is how you know we deep in the season. This is how you know, dude. Like,
John Mechie has cancer.
yeah, John Mechie had cancer, to leukemia 2 years ago. This is a nagging issue both Nick and Jonathan have had all season. I think I said this for so many episodes that Jonathan is literally relying on his 3 running backs all season. Even when Garrett Wilson has been out, you played Brian Thomas.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. And then I think Nick played Rashid Shaheed the entire season at wide receiver too, without fail. So that's just crazy to me because there were a lot of good waiver wide receivers, but I guess you guys believed in your guys.
I still believe in Brian Thomas. He's gonna come through for me.
That's crazy. At tight end, yeah, I'm taking Jonathan Kelce over Theo Johnson. Flex, I'm taking Jonathan Judkins over Chuba Hubbard. The only thing that might save Nick in this case is another 20-point Cameron Dicker performance, maybe. But overall, I'm taking Jonathan on this one.
I'm actually gonna take Nick here. It's unlucky that he didn't have Drake London this week, but I think CMC can put up enough points to match Jonathan's RBs.
Oh,
And his receivers have pretty good matchups this week, whereas Jonathan's matchups are pretty tough.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Any thoughts? Anything changes to the lineup? Nothing?
No, I just.
Nah, I don't see any.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to the next one, we have Vin versus Mike Mo over here. I'll start us off at quarterback. I'm going to take Vin, obviously. Stafford over Tyler Shook. It's crazy.
I actually
There's
today,
no way he's playing, bro.
Yeah.
This is my first time actually seeing how he looks. I've never clicked on the sleeper profile until today. I cannot believe he looks like this.
Running back, I'm taking Vin too. Swift and ETN over James Cook and Chris Rodriguez. Wide receiver, I'm taking Vin, Jamar Chase, and DK Metcalf over Egbuka and Lad McConkey. Tight end, I'm taking Vin, Warren over Andrews. And at flex, I'm taking Vin too, Sutton over Addison. The only thing I have to say is, what the fuck happened to your team, Michael?
Yeah.
like I guess injuries. You know, he had Scatabo, he had like all this stuff, but like what the
He started
fuck?
2-0, right?
Traded
Yeah.
him all the way. Like,
Hey,
what else?
what's the place? Are we seeing him at Lefties? And what's that bar called, dude? Holy shit. Yeah, dude. Like Egbuka started off good, and now I didn't see how he did tonight, but
He did that well. I think Baker play? Oh, Baker did play tonight.
yeah. But like a lot of misses, but like dude, Chris Rodriguez running back too. I know he's like the running back one in Washington, but like you starting him at the running back two is crazy. A lot of his picks didn't pan out. Jordan Addison and stuff. So damn, I think Vin's got this one. I'll see you next week, Michael. Get ready to play me next week, dude. What do you guys think?
Yeah, looking at Vin's roster, I don't see where Michael has him beat. Right? Bro, maybe James Cook is the only one where it's like a wash, but like Mark Andrews, bro, I just dropped him. That guy is trash.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Michael's team because I think I remember thinking his team was pretty good beginning of the year. I think the Roma Dunze, he had Roma Dunze, right? Who kind of like fell off. Like he was like genuinely like I think a top 10 wide receiver in the first like 10 weeks, and all of a sudden he just like I don't know. And the Bears keep winning too, so it's not like they have incentive to change it up. But yeah, I don't really see anything where Michael has a chance. I think him picking up like those keepers are indicative that he's kind of playing for next year.
Yeah, dude.
But you can't. You don't know what the punishment is.
He's gambling on it, dude. You picked up Malik Neighbors, who got injured like week 3, is taking up a roster spot, and you need how many positions you need? You need a quarterback. You need some wide receivers. You need a tight end that you can play. Like, dude.
Also, the Chargers against
Kansas City.
I know the Chiefs look bad, but that's so risky.
Yeah.
Especially with the who knows if the Chargers can even like move on offense and stuff like with how Herbert is.
I mean, Vin. I was like, why was Vin holding on to 3 quarterbacks this whole season? Now we know why. To force his opponent to play Tyler Shook.
Also, how is his name pronounced Shook?
I don't know, bro. White people have weird spellings.
Sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we're all in agreement. Vin's got this in every positional matchup too. Next up, we have James versus Chris, which I think is the premier matchup of the week. I'll start us off. Chris, I'm taking Chris at quarterback. Jackson Dart over Sam Darnold. Running back, I'm going to take Chris too. Saquon Barkley and Bucky Irving over Bijan and Chase Brown. Wide receiver, I'm taking Chris. Rashee Rice and Nico Collins over Mike Evans and Jameson Williams or Pickens. I'll put Jameson Williams in the wide receiver too. Tight end, I'm taking James McBride over Bowers. Flex, I'm taking Pickens over Justin Jefferson. The only general thought I have here is, Chris, you might have to consider benching Justin Jefferson if you have the balls, bro. I don't think you can afford another 2-point performance from Justin Jefferson again, right? He is 9 back. Is JJ McCarthy playing?
JJ McCarthy played last game, but he still only scored 2 points.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah. Is not looking good. I think it's very close. But I think I'm gonna pick Chris here.
I think I got James. I got pretty much the same thing, except I think Chase Brown and Bijan are probably gonna outscore Saquon and Barkley. We got kind of a preview of that already. And I do think Jettas can maybe outscore. I put J-Mo in the flex because I think Pickens is better than J-Mo. So I think Jettas is gonna outscore J-Mo. He's going against Dallas. Dallas defense has actually looked a little bit better, so he may not score that much. But I just feel like Jettas has to bounce back somehow. I think hopefully he does something like AJ Brown does and just bitch on social media or something like that. It's kind of sad.
I do have a thing. Whoever wants to join me on this shot bet, because I do think benching Justin Jefferson might be the play here.
Who's going to play, though?
Jawan Jennings. Do you think Jawan Jennings will outscore Justin Jefferson this week? I'm going to pick Jawan Jennings.
No. no way.
I'm gonna pick Jawan Jennings. You want to take the bet?
I can't bet. I already rolled 7.
Yeah, you want to take the bet? You bet on Jennings.
I think Jettas will do decent this week. Like, there's no way you're not playing him, right?
Yeah, I know.
You have to play him. You have to play him too.
That's the tough spot.
I'm gonna say Jawan Jennings is gonna outscore Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that's so sad to
Yeah.
hear. The JJ, the other JJ.
Yeah, I'm picking Chris, but as much like I want Chris to not do well because that'll just prove that he redacted me on this trade and he can't be the Booty winner after this trade.
Yeah.
So we just got to see that. Timmy, what do you think?
I'm gonna take James. I think a big part of what's gonna determine the week is their QBs. Because I think James is kind of streaming Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
And if he does well, I think I'm still taking James, but I think that will play a key factor in their matchup. For RBs, I like James's more. Jettas versus JMO, dude, I don't trust Jefferson at all, and I think JMO has a way higher ceiling, so I'm gonna take the James there as well. And then tight ends is a wash. Both tight ends are really good.
Yeah.
But they'll give you.
That's
about the same.
another freaking crime that Chris pulled off too.
Oh yeah, you got Bauer.
Dude, when I saw that trade, I was like, what?
Yeah, Chris built his team, dude.
No, yeah, like props to Chris. Like I feel like before his team would not have made the playoffs. But
Yeah.
he got wins where he needed wins, and now he has like actually a pretty solid team.
Yeah. Freaking yeah, and then he waited for Bucky to come back. Now he's got Bucky back.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah.
Like if Jettas performs, his team might be like insane.
The best team, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if you didn't trade James Cook for Jettas, then his team would be crazy.
Yeah.
Replace James Cook with Jettas, or replace Jettas with James Cook on his team is kind of crazy.
Yeah. But yeah. So I have Chris. You guys have James.
Yeah.
And now the last matchup is Timmy versus Yi. You want to do that one?
Yeah, I mean, we already got a huge preview of this match. But maybe I'll choose Neeb with just Mahomes. Mahomes should be better than Brissett against Houston. I mean, Houston's defense looks crazy. Running backs, I'll choose Timmy, Jonathan Taylor, and A-Chan. So good, so good. Jonathan Taylor's just so good.
Yeah.
He'd probably go first overall if we did a redraft.
Yeah.
I think. Either Jonathan Taylor or CMC, but I think Jonathan Taylor probably slight edge. Wide receiver, Yi. I got Higgins and Puka over Watson and Devonta. Even though I'm surprised how good Christian Watson's been looking last few
Yeah.
weeks. And
Isn't he the goal line target? That's why he gets a lot of the goal line looks.
Yeah.
and stuff.
He's also like the what's it called, the long ball target.
Yeah.
Tight end. This is the big preview. Pitt scoring 40 points. Fucking insane.
Yeah. Crazy.
3 touchdowns, like what, 100-something yards. And then flex, I got Olave over Marks. Olave's just been consistent the whole year, I feel like.
Yeah.
But overall, I think I got Nice slightly ahead.
Yeah. I think I agree. I think Nee has the edge here. I will say though, like the A-Chan and Taylor stack, like what if both of them go for like 30?
Yeah.
You know. So Timmy's not out yet, but it's kind of crazy. I was just looking at your team, like I think like 10 weeks ago, Marvin Harrison Jr. and Q J-Ski, that stack was crazy.
Yeah.
And then now they're on the bench. That's crazy. But yeah, Timmy, talk your shit.
Alright. Dude, I already knew as soon as I saw Drake London now Kyle Shitz was gonna have a full career game against me, bro. Like, I wasn't even surprised today. But you know I'm taking my team. Like, I think I haven't beat everywhere. My receivers, just wait, bro. I'm about to switch up these players. You won't see what's coming, bro.
You actually do have a lot of options for a receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think my RBs I'm set in stone for this week. I'm still debating on my receivers and QB maybe.
I feel like they're switchable. It's just whoever gets the touchdown, right? You're just hoping which one of them gets a touchdown.
I mean, I'm for sure playing Christian Watson. He's been like way too good, even though his matchup shit this year.
Yeah.
I mean, this week. But Devonta's been shit, bro. Like AJ Brown, after he started bitching on like TV and shit.
yeah.
Like, bro, Devonta gets no looks.
Yeah. All right. right, with that, we'll close out this for our first ever playoff pod. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Michael, I'll see you next week on our matchup. Vin, you got this. All right. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.